All right, thank you, Delano. Now on Bounce, we're learning more about a growing beauty trend tonight. It's called eyebrow microblading. And of course, many of you may have already heard about lash extensions, but there is a proper way to perform these services, and training is a must. Tonight we have Janore Lene. She's a master artist and expert beauty educator with Minx Academy. She came recommended to us by one of our directors, Raven. So thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So first, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a master artist. I'm also an educator. So I have an academy that is based out of Atlanta, but I do travel classes. So that way I'm able to travel around the U.S. and help lots of women get into the business. So
I think people know what eyelash extensions are, but just kind of give us a refresher on what that is.
Okay, so lash extensions are hair-like fibers designed to mimic natural lashes. And the way that they are applied is that we apply them strand by strand with a non-toxic adhesive, and they last 6 to 8 weeks.
All right, and microblading, that might be something, that's a new term. I feel like people know a brow wax, that sort of, even threading.
Yes.
How is microblading different?
Well, microblading is a semi-permanent technique. So what we do is we actually implant pigment or ink in the brow area. That way it makes the brows a lot fuller, and people don't have to spend time in the morning trying to draw those brows on. And that lasts 12 to 18 months.
Okay, wow, interesting. Is there a high demand for these services?
Absolutely. They are the hottest trends right now in the beauty industry.
And for folks who may be wanting to sort of get into this particular part of the business, how does that happen?
Well, you have to become certified, and that's what my company does, is we certify people so that they are properly trained. We teach you about the permits and licenses that you're going to need. We also give you information about health and safety, and we even give you some business insights. So we give you info on marketing and branding as well.
And you actually have some classes coming up here in Charlotte. What's going to be taking place in them?
So we're going to learn about the lash extensions, how to apply them properly, as well as the microblading technique. Students will get a kit, and what I have here today is actually one of our deluxe kits. All students will get a standard kit with their training, but they can upgrade to get a deluxe kit. Basically what you'll do is you'll have everything that you'll need to get started in the business.
Okay, all right, and it looks like this deluxe kit, I mean, it's pretty involved.
Yes.
It's got different levels here. It kind of reminds me of one of the old school caboodles.
Yes.
Do you remember those? I rocked one of those forever. But yeah, so definitely you're going to have everything that you need.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about the registration process and who can join the class.
Well, anyone can join. Like I said, we will give students information on how to get their licenses and permits if they're required. But we have people who are already in the beauty industry that come to us, and then people who are just looking for a career change or something to do on the side.
Okay, all right. What would you like? It seems like I always, I can put on my own lashes, but whenever I would have to do one on like a friend or my sister, I would always be petrified. What would you say to people who are a little like, I don't, how do I steady my hands? How do you get rid of that intimidation factor for doing it on someone else?
Right. So I think everybody has a little bit of that when they first get started. Even I did years ago. But the great thing about the program is that we give the students the confidence that they need. We're setting you up and preparing you so that you don't feel like you're not prepared. And when you have that confidence, you're able to conquer anything.
So the lash extension and microblading certification class coming up Saturday, March 3rd, right here in Charlotte. The location is only going to be released to those who register. The class is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No prior experience is required. The class, as Janore said, includes a kit, hands-on practice, and a certificate. Only a small deposit is required for you to register. For more information on how to do that, go to WBTV.com right now, folks. You know where to look in the web extra section, which is right there on the homepage. Janore, if there was one thing that you could say that would motivate folks to come out and want to do this, or if they had been thinking about it but maybe been on the fence, what would you say?
There's nothing like being your own boss. There's freedom in that. So I'm giving women the tools that they'll need to really secure their future and do something that they love, which is important, right? So this is definitely a good thing for anyone who's interested in the beauty industry.
Okay. Janore Lene, master artist, owner, CEO of Minx Academy. Did I have that right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, Delano, back to you.
All right.